Heavy tropical rainstorm coming down just prior to kickoff here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. Well, this defense for the Falcons, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play there on the catch and run.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Now Wilson on first down, eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This goes out wide for Mixon. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Cousins now. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Taco Charlton able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Now back to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Taco Charlton picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's A.J. Cole now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Now it's Lockett. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
On second down, here's Mixon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Bulldozes past him. It'll be a gain of 5, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. Well, what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers. Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. No score after 1 on EA Sports. On second down and 4, Wilson. And this one complete to Smith. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now Wilson. Flushed out right. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Russell Wilson. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And this one too low. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Play fake. Cousins. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Now he's going to be very close to a first down. Good running, but looks like he's a yard short. Now Cousins on fourth down. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. On a jet sweep, here comes Waddle. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And behind the chain, 2nd and 13. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on third down.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
First down, here's Cousins. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Here's Cousins. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Touchdown! Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons are an extra point away from moving out in front. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Flush to his right. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, Andre Cisco. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go.
Back to the air. Wilson after the pick six. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Laviska Shenault, the intended target.
And now it's second down. This is Smith with a grab. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Eluding the pressure right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we have reached halftime. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Off the play fake, Cousins.
This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's a give to Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley, and he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 3rd down. From the gun, here's Cousins.
That'll be caught by Fehoko.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
4th down, Cousins. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense will take over right at midfield. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Now, they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
He's picked off at his own 47. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Here's Bass now for the extra point.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Takes it at the 7. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Throwing after the interception. Wilson escaping the pressure right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. From the shotgun, Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Steven Nelson.
And the Falcons will take over here just shy of the 30.
Following the interception, Cousins. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right. Hasn't been a banner game here in the 2nd half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. From the shotgun, it's Cousins.
Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to...
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Falcons.
Tyler Bass now for the point after.
He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Flushed out right. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big connection on that one. 39 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. He's got Smith here. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Mixon.
And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They go play action now. Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And now look at him go. He's at the 50, 30, the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Bass on for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action with Wilson. Flush to his right. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. To throw again on 2nd down, Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Here's Bass now for the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
They've got his man complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Now Wilson on 1st down, rolling to his right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Rolling to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Tre'Quan Smith, his first touchdown of the new season.
And the Bucs get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Boswell good with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Looking into the raindrops, and he muffs it.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And, Charles, in a very one-sided affair, I think we've reached the point in the broadcast where you and I, we may have some filling to do, right?
Yeah, I think you're right about that because we got to try to keep people around. We don't want them to change the channel. Stay with us in this game. Is that Ben Ramsar? Are you hearing from Ben on the headset here? Tell us, stretch this thing out a little bit.
Get some talking points. Dig them all out.
That's what you get. A big-time producer. Keep them here.
Deep ball for Goodwin. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Now left side on the swing pass. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Now he's forced out right. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. He'll look to throw.
That's going to be caught by Waddle.
And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. Now Cousins on 4th down. He's going to float this over the middle, deep.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Casey Hayward.
And the Bucs come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Falcons, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams.